Welcome back. Similar to the previous video, today I want to speak about recent events or what is going to happen. The Home Office are planning a mass deportation of Black Britons to Jamaica on the 2nd of December. This is despite the current pandemic and the ongoing fallout from the windrush scandal. Many of these detained have lived in the UK since their childhood or adolescence. Most of them have children living here, or even uh, those who have been detained were given no notice of this and will not be able to say goodbye to their families before Christmas. Now, having seen the impact of the Windrush scandal and the still current impact that's still ongoing, you would have thought, and the investigation that found many, very huge errors and things and huge things that broke the law as well, and they're investigating it and trying to figure out why that would happen. You'd think they learned their mistake from before, but they haven't. And why are they doing this? How is it going to help in any way, shape, or form? And like in 20 years' time, let's say we realize that this was an error, we just repeat what's happened in the past and just let's investigate, let's say sorry, or let's uh, um find out why it happened, and we shouldn't allow it. And I'm just quickly looking at a source that I found. I'm just quickly having the source that I found. Yeah, so the source. I'm not gonna say the source, but they're saying it's like a repeat of the Windrush, like I said, and Labour's shadow immigration secretary has written to the Home Office urging them not to repeat injustices that befell the Windrush generation amid plans for a mass deportation flight to Jamaica on Wednesday. She said, hang on a second, she said, she, what did she, said that the grandson of a Windrush generation descendant has already been deported and pointed to reports of at least one other is detained and two on a plane. Just bear with me. I'm reading this because I don't know too much about it, but I did want to say something about it because it's important. But from what I'm reading on, there's a lot of pop-ups that I'm trying to get rid of, which isn't helping whatsoever. But like as you can see, similar situation to what's happened before, and repeating the same mistakes, and then while you're trying to rectify the mistakes of the last event, at the same time simultaneously you're repeating the disaster of the last event, which doesn't make what sense whatsoever. And what else are they saying? And besides racism, it's more than racism. It's the policies that they make and the people who are behind it, and the reasoning behind it is absolutely atrocious, and it's against equality and human rights, and it shouldn't be allowed whatsoever. And thinking about, like, they've got no notice, they have to drop everything, being forced to go back on the flight and leave. Like, that's just, if you think about it, then that could happen to anyone that's come over here from another country. So a lot of the population is at risk. Then if you think about it like that way, and like it's unacceptable. Like, what if British people who moved over there, or in fact, what if the people who are behind this law or rule or whatever, what if their families came from another country and they were just sent the same way to go to back to their country? How would they like it? They wouldn't like it, and it shouldn't happen. And those who thought of the idea should be punished severely. Those who allowed the idea should be punished severely, and those who executed the idea should be punished severely, and those affected should be compensated. And if they want to, they should be allowed to come back here. They may not want to come back, which I see why they wouldn't, after being treated that way. But if they want to, they should be allowed to come back. And if they do want to come back, the flight back should be paid for as well. And we just the repeating past mistakes while trying to fix past mistakes too. How does that make sense whatsoever? I'll say it again. Repeating past mistakes whilst trying to fix those very same past mistakes. Like me saying, I'm trying to, I've drawn a picture and I'm rubbing out, and I made an error, so I'm rubbing it out. But while I'm rubbing it out with one hand, I'm rubbing it out. With my left hand, I'm rubbing that mistake out. But with my right hand, I'm making that same mistake again. Doesn't make sense whatsoever. It shouldn't be allowed. And I know I haven't really said too much. I've just said what I've read off something, and I don't really know too much. And it's only come to me. I've seen it like recently, so I just did want to put it out there and say something because I rather say it like this than not say anything at all. But it's short and it's pretty much from other sources and with a little bit of my input. I did want to say it, so this is what I've said. And if you do know something, comment down below or message me or inform me because I'd love to know. Like, tell me about it because I don't know too much, but I'd like to know. 'Cause the more you know, the more you can speak about, the more you can do. And there are templates out there from different organizations where you can use a template, put your name and your MP's name, and then put your city or something like that, and then send it to your MP as well so they can do something about it. Or do whatever you can because it's not right. They're repeating the same mistakes. And as long as you let them, they keep on repeating it and then fakely apologizing and then repeat it again. Fakely apologizing, repeat it again. They just keep on doing it. So you gotta show them that they can't do it again.